Hey guys, The Perfect Gamble. I am honestly so excited for this movie. David, your character Charlie, fresh out of prison, we have the mafia and illegal casino. Was it really those thriller elements that drew you to the script?
Yeah, I love the character for sure. I don't know, it's not the typical thing people would expect from me, but I knew Danny was directing and going to play Felix, and we've known each other for so long, and I knew that character relationship and dynamic would be so incredible. And then when we found out Daniella was joining, it was just the third piece that came together to make it so great.
That's amazing. And Daniela, this is only your second role, but I can tell from the trailer you are such a pro, you're a natural. Did
Thank
Quentin have
you.
any advice for you going into filming?
Yes, he did. He
Let's
always
hear it.
has great advice. Well, he basically said, I mean, I always ask for his advice, but like he always says, "Oh, that's great. That's great. Keep on doing that." And so, I just try to ask him, should I do this way or that way? So it's just little things. But I think like he heard those scenes that I'm in for like 100 times. I mean, I did it constantly. I was walking around in the house doing laundry, cooking with the kids, and doing Sonia's lines. So he was living with Sonia for a while.
I love that. See, that's the best when you can do it at home and he's
I'm a
supportive
pro. I'm
and
a pro, Alexandra. I was Sonia
you
all the
are
time,
Sonia.
all the time.
There was no Daniela.
No,
Why do you
Daniela.
think now was the right time, the right movie to dive back into acting? Because it had been a few years.
Who, are you talking to me?
Yeah, yeah. Since
Oh,
Once Upon a Time, why do you feel
oh
like now
yes,
was just the right time to come back to the film?
yes, exactly. Well, the specific time between Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and The Perfect Gamble, I had two kids. So I think that kind of like sums up what I was doing for a few years. I was pretty busy, but as soon as I could go back to a fun role like that, and Danny gave me a great opportunity, and meeting David was amazing. And they both were just so supportive of me. And I really felt safe, and I really felt like I'm in my element, and that I'm in the right place of what I'm doing, and that it really reminded me what I love about this job, and how acting is something that I was even like afraid even to dream about doing for a while, because I was just busy modeling and doing singing and doing other things. But it really brought me back to what like one of my like earliest passions in life and growing up. So I'm really just thankful for Danny, and thankful for for David, for looking at me that way and seeing everything that I felt from within. So thank you guys.
Thank you. You're so great. She's brought such this like strong character and sexiness and this element that we didn't have. She really became like the third partner within this group we had.
I love
And
Mm.
that. Danny, can
Aw.
you share an absolute highlight of directing these two? What was that like for you?
A mess.
Oh,
I need to hear the
No.
chaos.
well, it's really just about my job because I always say that in the casting process, once I pick the actor, there's not much directing. I'm not like sitting there going, "Well, you didn't do that." That's not my style. It's really about managing, because everyone's having so much fun on set, and to just be like, guys, we got to go back to shooting. You know what I mean? So for me, it was really just bringing them there. As far as like directing them in scenes, um, the chemistry was already there. We met like 3 weeks before we started shooting, or 2 weeks, something like that, before we started shooting, and we spent a lot of time together, just hanging out, having dinner, and sometimes we even went to Danielle's house and we went over the script and we talked. And once we got on set, it just felt very, very, very comfortable. And my job was really just to get the guys just ready to understand, because the first day was a big day between Sonia and Charlie, and just kind of explain to them, okay, so we're going to shoot it a little bit not in order. So here is when you walk in, and this is what happened before, and kind of just set them up of like understanding where they are in the script, to just kind of bring that emotions out. So it was fun. I had a great
Yeah.
time with them.
David, was there a moment either beforehand or on set that you feel like really bonded you and Daniela?
yeah, I mean, that first day, it was really kind of like all these intense scenes right off the bat. And that was that was just kind of like just thrown in there.
Um,
And she had a really vulnerable role that you scene that she was really wonderful in. And my character had to be supportive in there and like understanding, like worried about her, all of these things. But Sonia's character, she always had these little like pieces of advice. She knew this world, so she could give a insight that my character really needed. My character is kind of scrambling, trying to stay above water the whole time, and everything's going crazy. He's just trying to like not get killed. And it was great to have that like voice of reason. And Danny's character is my best friend. We had this really close relationship, but things start to spiral with us too, and like all these things start going crazy.
can I just add that it's funny because the first day of shooting and first scene that we had together was very intense and very emotional. And I was feeling vulnerable as Daniela. Like I was feeling vulnerable, meeting an actor that I don't really know. Now he's a friend of mine, but before, we just met. And being so vulnerable, being like doing this kind of like a bed scene and also like a meltdown scene where she cries. And I was really bringing a lot of things and to this from myself. And just, it was really David being there for me that day, the same way that Charlie was there for Sonia. So I really feel that both things happened that day, and that connected us a lot as um, people. And then it was a lot more natural for us to continue and taking Charlie and Sonia in that path because we were already feeling close to each other from that day. And we just had that natural chemistry that we both felt. And I think that Danny really saw it on screen the first day. And he came up to me and he told me, "You guys look so good on screen together. I mean, it really works." And that was a really intense day to start shooting the movie, but at the same time, it gave us so much confidence to continue doing that and digging deeper. And also, I think there's like a lot of balancing between Charlie's personality and Sonia's personality. He really needs her to kind of calm him down a little bit, because he's like all like intense all the time, and she kind of like the quiet wisdom that she brings with her. And I think that they're a good balance for each other.
I love that. The yin and the yang, and that's what you need. And that's going to make
Exactly.
for something really great on screen. And I love that you guys shot in Georgia and Israel. So incredible. You're all spouses, parents. When you're away on location, aside from just calling and texting, are there any rituals you do so that that distance doesn't feel so great with your loved ones?
And
Oof.
it's great to have FaceTime and be able to connect and
Yeah,
just
that's what I was gonna
connect
say.
with the
Spacing,
family.
yeah.
I just had it. Well, when we shot the movie, my son was really young, and uh, I wasn't gone from him from that for that long. But because I've been traveling a lot, I don't get spend time with him. So I make it very, like so important for me to the minute I get a break, I just like pick up the phone and just want to see my wife and my kid and just say hi and kind of go back to reality for a second. I think it's extremely important. Um, but you got to do what you got to do. You got to you got to go to work,
I
and
don't think that I would have. I think that if my scenes were shot in Israel, to be honest, and like I think that if I was supposed to go to Georgia and shoot in a casino there, I think I would just bring my kids with me
Right.
because I just like I'm a very hands-on mom, and first thing in my life is like I'm a mom, and I that's my first priority. And even when shooting in Israel, I really made sure that I can do all the drop-offs and whatever I can in school and everything, and really be there for them. And then and then other than that, it's just about planning, organizing, having great people to help you, so you can do what you love doing. But at the same time, even as tired as I was after a full day of shooting, you come home and then it's the real job and the real work
Yeah.
as being a mom and being having all the energies and patience for your kids. And I think that that's like so satisfying. So for me, it's just about coming home as soon as I can, but also being present while you are working. is important, and
Yeah.
not like always feeling that you're missing out here or missing out there, and just really giving yourself to what you're doing.
Right. And David, you're a pro in this industry. You've been doing it for a long time. For you, is it kind of just this typical FaceTimes to stay connected? Does the family ever visit you on set? How do you navigate that?
My family doesn't visit me that often on set.
I wish they
I don't,
did.
I know it
Yeah.
becomes a little difficult, to juggle and just like I'm doing a film now and just the amount of dialogue I have to try to remember. And if I was getting pulled in different directions during a filming day, it could be difficult. Um, so I love when people visit. I'm like a people pleaser though, so if people show up, I would like want to take care of them, this and that, and I wouldn't be able to focus on like what I have to, learn, lines I have to learn, especially if they're big speeches and stuff.
Right. It's a lot.
I
And
have. Oh,
go
sorry.
ahead,
I
Danny.
was gonna say I'm directing and acting. I don't think I would have had time. I would have been like,
Right.
"Hey, Winnie, how you doing? Good to see you." Actually, my son and my wife did come visit on set.
Did
Uh,
they?
yeah, they. I don't think you were there. David was
Oh.
there. It was in the casino downstairs. I think I spent like 2 minutes with them and just said hi. And I have so much going on. So many people are pulling me from different directions, and I got to make so many decisions. But yeah, but they did come one time. I have to stay focused. That's my thing.
Right. Absolutely. What did free time on this movie set look like? I know maybe there wasn't a lot of it, but were there cast dinners, trailer hangouts? Talk to me about that dynamic.
There were a couple dinners.
Yeah,
That was really great.
we went. Oh, we went with Daniella, me, Daniella, and David, and some of the executive producers. We went to this place, and Daniela played the piano and sang
Oh, that
for
was
us.
beautiful.
Wait, sorry, you're asking about like us being social outside of the shooting?
If we
Well,
had any time.
yeah.
There was plenty of time. We've
Okay.
been having a blast together,
I love
guys.
that.
You're
Well, on set, you literally don't have a second.
not
So
on,
Right.
yeah, but
just in lunch, and then I only have like 10. They have an hour to eat. I have 10 minutes, and then
we don't have an hour, Danny. We
yeah,
we
about
had we
45
had
minutes.
less than that. We had 20
You had
minutes.
to go to makeup and wardrobe. But me, I
I get
literally
it.
I eat and then I start answering questions. Danny, do you want this lamp over here? So it's really look, making independent films is so difficult. But the one thing that comes with it is there's so much passion, and if you cast it right and you work with the right people and people that are your friends that love you, I literally like lose my mind. I'm like, guys, I need you on set right now. I'm like talking to the wardrobe department. I'm talking to the makeup department. I'm like, I need everybody on set right now. And just because I want the movie to be as good as possible. And I know that when everyone goes home, when we go wrap, I still live with the movie for another 3-4 months in post. I need to edit it. I want all the footage that I can get. I want that close up of Daniela. I want the close up of David. I want that angle that I think that's just going to add so much to the scene. But if I don't have the time, then I gotta just, So it's really about fighting time. So yeah, in the moments where they're moving the camera and they're going from one location to another, we kind of just chat and like hung out a
But
little.
what you said about that evening that I played the piano and we were all there together, that was a beautiful night.
It was. It
That was
was.
so
We
fun.
really saw a side of Daniela that we didn't know. I mean, I knew she's a singer, and but she just blew us away. There was no one in the room. It was like a big room. I think it's like a members club, but like there was a few people by the restaurant, but in the room that we were in, no one was there.
Danny, do you remember what song you asked for? I
Was it
do,
was it
but
me? Or was it
I want
Eli?
to see if you still have a
Eli
good
Rice.
memory. Huh?
Eli Rice asked for "You Are So Beautiful." No, that was. Why the hell are you laughing?
No, I'm laughing because of it's a private joke. But Danny, the song that you asked for was Mama told me when I was young,
Oh yeah, yeah.
sit beside
Oh yeah,
me
Simple Man. It's
and
one of
be a simple
yeah, I
kind of man.
Yeah.
yeah, and it was awesome.
And
Wow.
be something You never understand.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I just had
Amazing.
a
So that's what you got. I got a
Yeah.
little sneak peek of what you guys got. So
Yes.
you're acting, you're an incredible singer. Is that something you want to dive into as well? I mean, wow.
I only have a certain amount of hours in a day.
I know.
So I try to do everything that I love. I really take on projects. I have a really, really beautiful folk style song with a friend of mine that we're releasing now in Israel, which is in English, but really, really cool.
Okay.
I got other projects that I'm really excited about. I am a spokesperson for a fashion brand that I'm really proud of that campaign. So I'm still modeling and singing and acting, and I feel that I really found a time in my life where I'm doing like exactly what I want, and I only choose the projects that are worth my time and my energies. And I'm just so thankful that, sometimes you really choose right and to get to work with these two guys and also become friends with them and invite them over to my house. And I love cooking. I cooked for both of them. I fed them really well.
What were we eating?
Incredible.
What were we
They
cooking?
say that the way to a man's heart is through his
Stomach.
stomach. Yeah, they
Yep.
say another thing too, but but
I
one of
she
one
made
of them is what?
she made me my favorite. My
Yes.
mom makes the best Moroccan fish, and that I love, and madbucha. And and the funniest thing happened I can't believe I'm saying this, but I thought you say ninja. And for the first time in my life, after all this time, at this dinner at her house, I go, yeah, and then there was a ninja, and David just goes, Danny, what's a ninja? It's a ninja. And I was like, what? No one ever told me 45 years of my life. That's what I take away from it. That's how good the food was and the company. It was just, I
Oh
remember
my
that.
gosh,
I
my
never
cheeks
forget it
hurt.
ever.
That's one of those things you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, I just can't believe I said that. That's the one that always
Really,
Yeah.
especially in that dinner. I'm like sitting there going, oh my
It's
God.
those spicy peppers I cooked that made the truth come out.
That's so funny. No, I love the dynamic between all of you guys. And David, I have to just quickly say, Scream is my all-time favorite slasher series, and we are
Oh, thank
getting
you.
so many
Me
familiar
too.
faces. Oh my gosh, I watch it
Thank
every
you.
year. I just finished again for Halloween. We're getting so many incredible OGs back for Scream 7. What was it like for you to step back into that world?
Uh, just to work with Kevin Williamson as a director is so incredible, and I'm so happy to be part of the back as part of the Scream family. That's the approved thing I'm allowed to say. I'm not allowed to say
I know,
anything
no, I can't say anything much, but it was so interesting that this was Kevin's first time directing out of all of this. I was
amazing.
like, only now I would think, he's had such a huge hand in all of this. Did that bring like an exciting new dynamic to you guys?
Absolutely. He's just tremendous. He knows this world like no one else. So it'll be so exciting to see what he does with
That's
We're
amazing.
so excited to see it.
I
it.
know. We
Yeah.
need some more
And,
cameos, you guys. Maybe Scream
yeah.
8, we can get Daniella and Danny involved.
No, me and Danny already discussed we're gonna do the perfect gamble too, and it's gonna be Sonia's gamble.
I love
Oh,
that.
nice.
Yeah, and then Charlie is the dealer.
But there we go. We have it.
Got
There we
demoted.
go.
Wow.
And I'm
We
curious to
love that,
know,
yeah.
in honor of the movie, what is one gamble you've all taken in your own life that has totally paid off?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
David, you've taken a lot of gambles.
David, let's hear it. What comes to
Oh
mind?
God, I've taken some gambles. Um,
I have
shoot.
the answer for you, but I'll let you answer.
Is it
Oh my
is it
gosh.
in our career or in life?
Either. Whatever was that one gamble, and you were like, you know what? That has really paid off. I took a chance and it worked out.
Well, there's two things I think about, but I think if I want to be smart, I'll say my wife.
Love that. Exactly.
Me too.
My wife.
Same
No,
here.
but for real, I mean, that really is like, you know,
That's the best thing.
Guys, if you know who you're marrying, it's not a gamble. It's like a safe bet.
Yes,
if
good point. Good
it's
point.
your second time getting married, you're
That's
like,
true.
oh,
And
but
if
yeah,
you get
that was
married in your 40s, it's
yeah.
Right. Okay,
You're like,
maybe.
do I do it again? Do I take the leap?
And also
yeah.
becoming a
And then
parent
for me
like that.
also, I changed my careers. It was a huge gamble to go from being in nightlife in New York and then just deciding, look, I only get one life, and this is not what I want to do. I want to do this, and I felt like everyone around me was like, this is a huge gamble. This is like, people know you for so long as this one thing, and it's going to be difficult. I knew it was going to be difficult, but I decided to go with my heart, and I think it so far been paying off, and I'm very happy. I get to work with David Arquette and Daniella peak Tarantino, and get to speak to you from the New York Post. I mean, how that's just great stuff.
Yeah,
I think that every day we're always like, we gamble in all of our choices, and I actually really love your question. I think that it's not about just the big things. I mean, it's just a matter of like a state of mind
yeah,
of the fact that you go with what you believe in, and you hope that you make the right choices, and that makes you happy, and that you can make other people happy in your life. And I think that's what it's really all about. And I know that David and Danny and myself are like they were like family people. And I know for all of us, that's the most important thing. And I think for all of us, it's just making sure that we're happy and our families are happy, and that we can continue to do what we love doing, and nurturing our families at the same time.
I
Yeah.
love that.
I actually, I agree. Thank you. That that was sweet. Bozo the Clown. I bought the rights to Bozo the Clown, and that has been an
Oh,
extremely
that's a
intense
great one.
gamble. Oh, that's been a gamble and a learning process.
Wow.
Oh my
That's the
Becoming
gosh.
a
perfect one.
clown. Yeah, becoming
Yeah.
a clown. It's
Don't
been a,
forget that album. I need that album. I
I
want that
I have
vinyl.
one for you. Thank you.
Wait,
Yay.
I love that. What made you want to do that?
I loved Bozo the Clown as a kid, and I love clowns in general, and I thought they were getting a bad rap just being sort of seen as scary clowns. So I wanted to help sort of shine a light and bring the happy clown back, be part of it.
That's
Wow.
amazing. No, it's so funny because a lot of people are scared of clowns, but I had a circus theme in my bedroom growing up, and my grandma like hand stitched needle points of clowns all
The
around.
best. Oh
So
my gosh,
I
that's
know I have
incredible.
like a little clown statue from my mom's baby shower. And like I guess I was just like brought up with clowns. So
Oh, clowns are the best.
Wow.
There's Puddles Pity Party and Clownvis are two of the greatest clowns right now out there doing some fun stuff.
I
I
love
would actually love, love, love seeing Bozo the Clown in real life, David Arquette. I hope that.
Maybe
yeah.
show up to the premiere dressed as Bozo. That
Was
would be
just
cool.
thinking that. Why
Well, I
not?
might
Why
have to
not?
go somewhere on the 11th after that party and supposed to go by a charity and maybe
On the 11th.
on the 11th, yeah.
Just have
Well,
the
the
costume ready
premiere
to
is
go.
12. Yeah.
I
Yes.
know the 11th we have some magazine party and then I'm supposed to go up to Montecito.
Busy, booked and busy. Bozo is booked and busy.
Yeah, sounds busy.
And
Oh,
Daniela, you have a birthday coming up. Happy early
Hey,
Oh
birthday.
my goodness. I hate.
How how are we
you hate
celebrating?
birthdays?
How are we?
I'm celebrating every other day than my birthday. No kidding. Um,
You have to give yourself some birthday
I
love.
don't like I don't like high expectations about anything. I like being surprised,
Okay,
So I can say that I'm a happy person, and that I love my family, and I don't really necessarily love celebrating on birthdays. But there's a lot to celebrate all year long.
yeah,
And it's just important to keep on doing what makes you smile. And
all right. So where are we having dinner
I
for your
love doing
birthday?
things for others. I love making birthday cakes for others and buying the perfect presents and all of that. And I love giving that love to other people. But I give myself a lot of love. Don't worry. I don't need that whole, for me, the most amazing thing would just be to have like an intimate dinner or something like really sweet and really small. I don't need that big things. For me, it's just making me nervous and shy. I just prefer the one-on-one and really get moved by somebody. If somebody just writes me a beautiful letter, to me, that's just the most precious gift ever.
that's amazing. Well, you said that you love surprises. Did Quentin ever pull off like a huge surprise for you where you just were blown away?
Asked me to be his wife. No, I wasn't. I wasn't so surprised, to be honest, because we talked about it before. It wasn't like it was like, yeah,
Yay.
yeah, great.
That's so
No, let me see. Did he ever surprise me? Well, there was something really surprising that he did that I didn't expect him to do, because it was like something that I wouldn't think that he would actually, it was with a lot of planning and and things in detail, and I was like really taken by that. And that was one of the first, I think it was like the second year we just started going out or something. It was the first year that that was like Christmas and Hanukkah on the same time. Sometimes it happens exactly on the same time. And I remember I just landed in LA. I had like work in Israel, and I came to LA, and it was like 6 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning. And I came to the house. It was just like all filled with like there was like a menorah and like Hanukkah stuff and the Christmas stuff and all the presents. And it was the first time I ever experienced like a Christmas thing. And also like he really made sure that there was a lot of things like for me as a Jewish person for Hanukkah, and that was just so sweet. And for me, it's just kind of things, just thinking about the person you love and thinking what would make him feel at home, and that he sees you that way. And that for me, that was very surprising, emotional, and that was amazing. So those kind of things are my things.